In the midst of Cat Williams versus Steve Harvey, the Shay Shay Show, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Club Shay Shay.
Club Shay Shay had Monique on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Monique went in. DL responded and went in on her.
Oh, he did respond.
Oh
my
my
God,
DL
did
letting the Monique ass.
And he
DL
didn't.
responded?
He didn't one time call her no B word or nothing. He didn't.
Yes, he did call her a bitch too. I don't know why you saying B word.
I
Some of the
gotta
other
hear
shit you say.
I'm rubbing off on Bo. That's all I'm saying. Tell him, Bo, we rubbing off.
I ain't hear him say the word.
Huh?
Okay, I didn't hear that. I didn't hear him say the word.
Oh, he called her a bitch several times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cat done opened up a new day. in this
Everybody
comedy
get challenged.
night.
Comedians up. I thought I'd never see the day comedians acting like that.
I did too. It's kind of sad.
Well,
It
Easy.
really is. Comedians supposed to make you happy.
Yeah,
And I
you
know
ain't supposed to-
comedians are human. Don't get me wrong. I
You know,
get
it's
that.
like man code, woman code, comedian code.
Yeah.
I would never say some of the things I know about Bo.
Well, that's where we different. Breakfast Club called me this morning.
Oh
They
shit!
want me to come on and talk about you. And they want me to, go.
Did you
there.
cuss him out, Bo?
Yeah, I did. I told you.
Because you know it's really insult when they ask you to come on.
I know.
No, they ask you to come
That's
on
what I said to
and
him.
talk about me. They don't want to talk about you.
How y'all hindsight
They
doing
want
that?
you to come on. I
Right.
wish a motherfucker would call me and say, DC, we want you to come on the air and talk about Tim.
But
I
this
mean,
is
get
the
Tim
money.
on
It's
the air
money,
and talk
DC.
about
It's
Tim.
the money. It's the money.
It's the money. You about that money.
It's about that money.
You gonna throw me under the bus.
Hey man, you said it yourself. The money, right? You don't know
You
the
ain't
number.
got to throw him under the bus, but
He
you can
don't know
tell
the
good
number.
stories. You can just tell good stories and share the good light on them.
He don't know
Kind of
the
like
number,
in
though.
your sets. You be talking about your experiences with all the people in Hollywood, but it don't be like you throw them under the bus all the way.
I
What's that all the
Not all the way.
way?
I just like throw their legs up.
He'll throw them all the way up under that thing. They just
get a little leg injury
They
right
get
there.
clipped though. They get clipped.
What is the
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
is
right. Little sprain
what is
ankle.
the game coming to?
I know, man.
Yeah, it's
Rev,
sad.
do y'all have that amongst preachers?
Absolutely.
Oh, by the way,
Absolutely.
my boy, I remember when this boy was born, he grew up in my daddy's church. My daddy was a preacher, pastor, Marcus Cosby.
Yeah.
And he's in town preaching somewhere tonight. House of Hope with what's the boy named
Will,
Dempsey?
William
Dempsey
Perkins.
Double. Dempsey. He do it Smith, my boy. And Marcus Cosby.
Garvey?
No, Marcus Cosby. He passed a church in Houston, 20-something thousand members. He big time. But I literally remember, I know his mama. I remember when the boy was born, man.
Yeah, and now to see him ascend to this, it's got to be.
It's
gotta be
really,
proud of him, yeah.
mind-boggling, man.
Man, Lord can lift
He
you.
loved comedy too.
Yeah. Oh,
He
that
loves comedy.
don't change. You still who you are. You just a messenger.
He a bad boy though.
So Brian, what are the petty things that pastors do to each other? What y'all
Yeah,
Oh,
do?
that was a question. Thank you, Tim.
I wouldn't say do to each other, but I just know when you go to like the conventions,
Yeah.
they worry about little things about the choir or the encasing drum
The
set.
suit, y'all be out trying to
Is
outsuit each other.
it
It's
a
just
preacher
little-
code?
Exactly.
Is it preacher code?
I wouldn't say a code, but like when you sit around them, and I just look at it like, why do we worry about these little things when we're still supposed to be messengers? It's all about God. It's all
Do
about
y'all
Jesus.
steal stuff like comics steal jokes?
Steal somebody's
I think
sermon.
we do. I
Steal
think-
somebody's
I think-
sermon. Be
yeah,
like, you gonna talk about Noah? You know that's my. I talk about Noah.
I think when you got certain preachers who have a
Genesis.
yeah, I think we have certain
See
preachers who have a
that?
certain
See that,
cadence.
DC? There you go. Talking about Jesus. That's what I talked about last week.
Exactly.
I think
That
they be
motherfucker there.
I think they be trying to out preach each other. Just
But
who
see,
can
that's
shout
the thing I
hardest, who
cannot
can-
stand
It's
and
the
get into.
storytelling
Like,
now.
who can get the most people saved?
Yeah, I can't.
And
I
all
can't,
that,
I
or who
can't,
can
when-
bless the person? Not that so many people who quote most Holy
Right, when he
Ghost.
said that,
all
I had
that.
to leave him alone. Like when Will Murphy said, we're getting too spiritual, I had to cut him off. Anytime a preacher says you're getting too spiritual, when the word says you wrestle against not flesh and blood, but spirituality, so it's always a war. So when they say stuff
Not
like
flesh
that,
and blood, but what?
spiritual.
See, I remember the end.
Principalities in high places.
Not flesh and blood, but spiritual principalities. So
In high
That's-
places.
I'm
That's
sitting there
right,
saying that when the preacher
You know,
says,
I've read the Bible
when
several
a preacher
times.
says- yeah. Well, I was just like, I didn't want to start talking over people's heads. I get to rolling, then I'll start talking over
Well,
their
when
heads.
you talking about
Oh,
football,
you
you
ain't
be
talking
talking
over
about
nobody's
the
head
8
'cause you
hole
get
and
to
the
roll.
1
You had
hole
to
and
reel
the
me
2
in.
hole.
And you had to reel me in when it
I
came
had
to
to
that.
reel you in.
Yeah, you reeled me in when it comes to football.
I'm gonna reel
But
you in once again.
But going back to the,
I'm gonna reel you in once again.
But yeah, going back to the question.
Talk
yeah.
to the average civilian. You know, communicate with the average person you're listening out there. The people that tune into this show, they ain't read the whole Bible like me.
Right. But preachers do sometimes, like when I was younger, I used to hear people say, if you can't hoop, you can't preach. And
Yeah.
you know, they had that little hesitation and breathing.
That'll keep
And
you
I
awake.
was like, yeah, that's it.
Get on my
And that
nerves.
made no
Like
sense to
hoop,
me.
like basketball. You talking about
I
like
see black ass. I see black ass Tim in the corner.
If you can't hoop, how
What you gonna do?
I see Sister Carla. I think that Sister Carla, I don't quite recognize her because she got on a different wig than she had on last week.
See, I can't do it.
Amen. I see Sister JJ number 2.
Say it, son.
See, I'm telling you.
Who JJ number 1 is never mentioned in 3 years.
Say it.
Same father,
Say it, son.
same daddy. And I'd like to thank the Lord for sending his only begotten son. He could have sent his only begotten daughter, but when it was time to hang on the cross, that bitch would have been talking about my hair ain't right.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, he's right though.
with this guy.
I mean, hey, look, anybody
I ain't got
that's
nothing to do
watching,
with this.
y'all know exactly what it is, and like you said,
I don't got nothing to do with
the
this.
word says acknowledge him in all the things that you do, and that's
All
the only
the
thing
things.
the word says acknowledge him in all the things that you do, and that's the only thing that our guy right here, DC, is doing. He's acknowledging the Lord God and everything that he does.
That's right, bro.
If you can't laugh at that, then I don't know what to say.
I'm
Good
unbelievable,
one, buddy.
bro. From the rooty to the tooty.
But it's so many
Can I
different
say this to you,
cadences
Brian?
too, though.
What
thing
you
I
guys
disagree
say,
with-
Bo?
One thing I disagree with, when preachers tell you, you don't want about a preacher till you they ain't been through nothing.
Yeah.
Been through all that. No, I want a preacher that ain't been through nothing. That shows
Well, that don't
that
exist.
don't resist. But you will want one who said, yeah, I resisted all them temptations.
No, you want one
You
been through
can't
something,
speak
but
from
you
with
don't want
conviction,
none
no,
been
no,
just
he ain't. No,
out
he
there.
ain't.
You don't want no one that been a pimp. You
Yeah,
don't
I
want,
do.
You don't
Well,
want what's his
I don't see
name?
why
Now, if
y'all
you want a
would.
preacher,
What's his
you
name
want
was in
one.
Friday After Next with me? Don Juan.
Oh.
Yeah, come on now. Don Juan gave me a card. It had my name printed, engraved on
Bishop.
everything.
Oh, yeah,
Bishop Don Juan. I said, what is this? He said, DC, you an honorary member. I said, you a pimp, nigga.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to be no damn member or nothing. You got
His church. You gotta
Chicago.
pay the whole
Pimp, nigga.
10%. You like give it
He from
5%.
Chicago. You from Chicago. He just acknowledging you, man.
He gave me a embossed card,
Yeah.
membership card
Yeah.
with his name on it.
Did you go to his church?
Hell no.
Yeah,
he
he's somebody
stop in there.
I wouldn't follow him either. Like
He ain't
has
going in
no-
there, man.
Yeah.
Why you
Lord
wouldn't follow
come
him, man?
in,
You
Lord
follow the
come in
rest
there
of
and kill everybody, man.
What happened to come as you are?
Hold on, DC. Jamal Bryant, good man.
He my friend.
Right. Now that church that they interviewed 137 pastors before they got to him.
Before he
they
came
picked
to
him.
where
I'm
my
trying to
man
say-
New birth.
New Birth, where what's his name used to be. He was
Pastor
my
Eddie
partner.
Long.
Eddie Long
Yeah,
was
oh,
my
but
friend.
DC, how bad of a record the rest of them could have had. His record is not that clean.
And be like, well, he's
How bad could the
he's a
rest
serial killer. Jamal Bryant ain't killed nobody.
So my thing is this.
What about
right?
all these babies out here? Hey, man, them was hoes, man. What you want me to do, man?
They won't
Because
hold them
you
was
don't
his
want-
concubines.
You don't want your pastor to be slick because you feel like he getting over on you. You know what I'm saying? As you donating. But then literally in the Bible, if you look at the Bible, God don't really take the clean people and just use the people that's clean.
Moses
That ain't
was
really
a
how the-
murderer.
That
Is
ain't
that
really
right,
how the
Red?
story go. He take the worst people
Yeah.
and then show you that you can still have something good at you and
You
you can
right.
still
Brian,
do something
You
for
right.
God.
There's hope for you,
So really,
boy.
there's hope for everybody. That was the whole point.
Because
of it.
you are the worst,
Take the
That's
motherfucker.
worst and make it better.
You ever know the
that's right,
weight ball?
Weightball.
You ever
That's
know
right.
weight ball? I read through the whole Bible. There were no fat people in the Bible.
Yes,
Well,
it
they
is.
took him. They took him out. They took him out.
Goliath was fat.
Hold on. No.
Goliath wasn't
They took
fat.
him out.
Hold on.
There wasn't no
Goliath
fat
was-
people in the
Goliath was
Bible.
chubby, I think. He was
Weight
30.
ball. I hate to disappoint you, man.
The Serenian
Yes, it
may have been
was.
big. The guy who carried the cross of Jesus may have been a big size guy.
He wasn't fat. He was strong.
How is one of the sins? How one of the sins gluttony and it ain't no fat people? They named the sin after me. They named the sin after me, man.
Hey, man. They walking around.
That's one of the.
They
that's one
walking
of the main
around.
sins
Do
with
you
gluttony.
walk every day?
Yeah, I got to get here.
I'm talking about walk.
Niggas a hover around.
I'm talking about
somewhere.
Jesus. Didn't he walk 40 days or something? Hey, man.
40
Because
years.
Jesus was walking around, man. Wasn't no cars, wasn't no
Right.
scooters, wasn't no Uber. Wasn't no, they were walking, man. They
And
was
he
in
did
shape.
no wrong now. He did no wrong now. He's saying
I don't think people
God
understood.
chose one who did wrong. But Jesus did no wrong. He chose him. He did no wrong.
Well, because Jesus is God's
First
begotten
of all,
son.
that's two
That's
different
He was
right.
the only one that was
Jesus was
qualified
a
to
sacrificial
pay for
lamb, so
our
he
sins
couldn't have a
because he
blemish.
was pure as he was the sacrificial lamb. He was pure.
Yeah.
So he
Everybody
was the
else
only
in the
one that was
Bible-
qualified
Why you
to die
think,
for our
JJ,
sins.
why you think God sent his only begotten?
All the disciples was.
I'm gonna let all the
as
non-men-
Why you
Talk.
think he sent his only begotten son instead of his only begotten daughter?
Because like you said, DC, we got to make sure our hair's done, our makeup is done, and
But
person
I mean-
smelling right.
But I mean, how long it take you to put that hair on?
It's time to go.
We'll be back. What did he say wrong?
You know, a day is like a
I'm
thousand
gonna tell you
years
this.
to God.
I'm gonna tell you this though, JJ. Girl, you be looking good. All them different identities you have.
I was feeling my Marilyn Monroe today.
Girl, you look it too. You look very
Thank you,
Maryland-ish.
Thank you, DC.
God bless you. Before we close out this segment, I know this is Black History Month. Big shout out to Weatherspoon,
Yes.
the Apollo. What's his name?
Carl Weathers, man.
Carl
That hurt
Weathers.
me.
He died.
That Michael B. Jordan daddy.
He died, 76 years old. The
In his
Apollo
sleep.
from
Apollo Creed
What
from
you
Rocky.
say, Tim?
I said that's Michael B. Jordan daddy.
He died right here. He was Apollo from Rocky movies.
Yeah, Apollo Creed.
Shout out to
Action
Jackson.
Toby. Is it Toby Keith, the
Keith,
Toby
62.
Keith,
country music singer,
Stomach
died at
cancer. Took him out.
62 with
Stomach cancer.
stomach cancer.
After 2 weeks of being diagnosed with it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
After 2 weeks?
2 weeks of being diagnosed with stomach cancer.
I didn't know that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, I'm sad. I'm sad to hear that, man.
Yep. Stuff.
We'll be right back. They ain't got nothing to do with Black history, but sorry to see him die.
Yeah, man.